people underestimate the superpower that is being in a healthy relationship. He said people who are in true love have similar thoughts and are on the same frequency, and their minds are emitting that same frequency. One of us gets in a lower vibe, and it's almost like the other person becomes like extra understanding. When I'm understanding that you're in a lower vibe, let me go out of my way to bring him up however I can. And I think you're really good at doing the same thing.
Sometimes I'll not be in a low vibe, but it can look like I'm in a low vibe. I just be really focused and you think something's wrong with me because I'm not being social or something. And this is where like living with somebody and doing business with somebody in the same sphere is so valuable. You know, if I got like the big noise canceling headphones on, and I'm like listening to something and you say something, I don't hear you. An immature person would be like, wow, he's fucking ignoring me. like, no, I literally can't hear you.
You literally have a certain look on your face, and I'm just like, I'm not even going to tap in. And if you see me talking to you, you know it's important.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is totally. Like, we have a call in 2 minutes or something, right?
How do you think being in a relationship has impacted your work in business?
I love learning from you. One, the masculine, feminine sides of business are different. The way we approach business, more of a masculine female at times, like very outspoken and like knowing what I want and like.
You're a man's woman.
Yes, like that.
To an extent.
But in the same sense, like and I'm working on this still, but like my confidence and my ability to speak for the group or make the plans or like I know what I want, I make it happen. That's like usually more of a male trait. And you have such an emotional awareness, which can be kind of deemed as feminine at times. Like so many dudes like just don't pick up on things that you pick up on.
Yeah.
And I think that combination, because obviously you're a male and I'm a female, the fact that you have like feminine strengths and I have masculine strengths, and then that combination, it's like dope in life and in business. Personality styles are different in the way we handle business, but also handle our relationships in general. So you've taught me a lot about the importance of locking in and getting things done. In a world that can be like super distracting, you've really helped me focus and be like, okay, I want to get something done. Like, let me get into flow. Let me attack this, like as if it was a battle. We've helped each other in business styles as well. Like you've become so much more extroverted, I feel, in the past 3.5 years. That includes in your business styles as well. I think we really trust each other because, you know, there's more on the line. You know, like I'm not going to fuck you over. Like one, because you're the best person ever. But two, because like I'm really invested in what we're growing together in business, but also like in our life.
Yeah, you're also my roommate. You know, it's like you fuck me over. It's like, hey, man.
It's really a magical thing to work with your significant other because who's going to have your back better than that person?
Yeah, and it makes sense, too. Like a relationship that works romantically would work in a business sense. And I'm a little surprised. Like, we definitely do see it, but I'm a little surprised that we don't see it more. We did a little video on Gary Vee, Vishen Lakhani, like Jeff Bezos. Here's my theory. Just turned 27-year-old.
I'm excited about this.
Who knows pretty much nothing about relationships and business in the grand scheme of things. Compared to me when I'm 40, like it'll be interesting to look back. But like my perspective right now is before I get into like this, look at Alex Hormozi. I just tapped into this dude. Him and his wife are very, very like you and I-esque where like...
Really?
Yeah, he like... basically had like $300 in his bank account. Like he took care of all his people. His business partner stole from him. I have nothing. Like I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to leave me. And she said like, I would sleep with you under a bridge. Like we've seen this work with like Alex or Grant, right? Grant Cardone, where his wife, I forget her name, she's pretty involved in the brand.
Yeah.
With Gary, I don't think anybody, I still don't even know what his wife looks like. You Google like Gary Vee's wife and like there's a picture with him and his sister. I
think your partner has to be equally as impressive as you. And I think if there's one person, maybe like in Gary Vee's case.
In different ways though.
Absolutely.
Have to be complementary. Otherwise it's competition.
Your person could literally be the perfect person for you 5 years ago because you were on a different level. But if that person's not ascending to that next level with you, that's going to be unattractive. That's going to be unattractive.
Yeah.
What Bob Proctor says about true love, he said people who are in true love have similar thoughts and are on the same frequency and their minds are emitting that same frequency. Like imagine if I was still acting how I was in college, you know?
That's a great point you bring up because it just got me on this thought train of like, I literally did start $1 million company and I'm older than you. So like I have that luxury at least from my perspective. I was growing a lot faster than you were because you were in college. I was very stagnant in college. I feel like you were a little bit too. I was super focused on business, and you're like, no one's doing this in my circle. Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? But then as soon as you graduated and like started seeing the vision, and even then it was like a little bit blurry in terms of like what we, you, us wanted to like really, really do.
Yeah.
Developed a lot in the past like year,
For sure.
18 months or so, where the vision's gotten so much clearer and like we're able to work. I mean, you and I in this kind of role of like content, it's super complementary.